Contact. That's on the Greek team, Tony Gallia, with another young competitor on the Turkish team. Beautiful legs on the Turkish team, Richard. They're really getting the spins, aren't they?
They certainly are. Wonderful height in these kicks.
See the difference, Ken, with the amount of spins and the amount of heights. They're going for the head all the time. Trying to impress the judges with the flashy techniques.
Nice axe kick coming down there.
You notice the referee then calling a point, Ken. That's a penalty point. The only points he calls in this fight is when they hit one another too hard. If it adds up to 5 penalty points in the round, they get disqualified.
Okay.
He could give 5 points straight away and disqualify if he wanted to. That's his option. But they usually come in with 2 or 3 points. And the fighter knows he's got up to 5. He better slow down and stop hitting. Some of them don't care. They just keep hitting anyway. Especially with this the ethnic situation here, where you've got the Lebanese and the Turks fighting.
Well, the action certainly fast and furious, isn't it? Boy, keep it going.
We have 2 ties. This will be interesting. We'll tell how many ethnics from the audience now. Because the Turks have taken a 1-point lead, scoring 1 point that fight and 2 draws. So the total score now is 3-2. With the Turkish team taking the advantage against the Greek team. And you can start to get a feel of how many Greeks and how many Turks are in the audience by the flags as they get called.
Nice combination kicking from both these boys.
Well, you see the Turkish member now has Taekwondo written across his back, which means he's a Korean Taekwondo stylist who will have exceptionally good legs. He's loading up there with some nice kicks as well. Nice jump down by the Greek fighter.
Nice takedown.
That might take him the points, but the takedowns do carry good points. A drop sweep by the Turk.
Attempted, ended up getting one in the side of the face for his trouble.
Whoa! Again.
Down he goes again.
Gonna get sick of this.
Greek boy's got those takedowns down nice.
I think the audience is happy because the Greek looks like he's going to take this. We'll see how many flags shortly, because they are down 1 point on the team's total at the moment. There's the round. Having a look at the judges here. We've got 1, 2, 3 the Greeks. 3 flags to the Greek team. Here's the last 5th and final round between the 2 full forwards. George Constant starting off a little bit slow. The Greek, I thought he would have put more effort into his speed. He must have a strategy he's using. He normally comes out much faster.
Nice left leg round kick from the Turkish team.
The Turkish fighter is an ex-Australian full contact fighter. 4 or 5 years ago he had an Australian title in full contact fighting. He maybe has some personal problems or work commitments or something he can't change to full contact. But he's enjoying the semi-contact. This is a bit of fun. As I said earlier, the desire is not to hurt one another. That's the only rule. They're not supposed to try and hurt one another. It's a bit of fun, but the Greeks are enjoying this now. They are have a 2-point lead, so George better not take it easy. But the Turk could get 3 flags and pull a decision here. If he gets 3, the Turks will win.
Con having his hand pulled, keeping in the middle of this action.
Time out, he says. Oh, boy.
The state referee for this style of fighting is Saint Almeta, a 6-dan. He's a lot smaller than Connie. He has a lot more trouble controlling the fighters, but he must have been otherwise committed not being here this evening. Con Avinopoulos is filling in, doing a good job. But the state referee for semi-contact is Saint Almeta, who's not here this evening. This will be very interesting. The Greeks are down 2 points. The Turks desperately trying to get to 3 flags this round. The Turks have got 1, so they're going to win it. We've got 1 Greek, 1 Turk, and 1 tie. So it winds up 6-4. The scores are the same.
Winner, 6 points to 4, goes to the Dios Cosmos.
Well, the announcement being made that the Greek boys have won 6-4.
17, 18 years old. The Greek boy's not much older. Another reason we got rid of these foot pads in full contact, Ken, is the problem they have with the straps and keeping them on. Yeah. Plus, wearing the short pants with these rubber boots on, they look like Dudley Ducks. So we've eliminated. That's why you've noticed tonight the fighters have been wearing ankle supports and shorts. But there we have round one on the teams event. So what do we do now? Is we look inside for the flags.
One judge giving it to the Greeks, and we have a split decision between
So again, that's 1 point to the Greeks.
Wow.
Two judges went neutral. And so far after round one, the Greeks are 1 point with the Turks yet to score. There are 3 judges with the flag. This is the second round starting off now.
Oh, nice kicking combination.
See the spinning crescent kick. Trying for a takedown. So you see the fighters here, Ken, they can use takedowns, they can use sweeps, they can use throws. There's a double roll, roundhouse kick. Some real play stuff going on here. So any young karate guys watching this show will appreciate the technique here that they're learning in their karate studios. Sort of like karate kid stuff from the movies. But nevertheless, it's good, fast action. The idea is not to hurt one another, it's to outpoint one another with the flasher techniques of the martial arts. Greek was a little bit overweight. Not too sure he made the team, Kano. That's weight.
Probably eating at a Greek restaurant.
Yeah. Been up the Lygon Street, yeah. And the Turkish boy is very young in this fight. He looks about 16 years old, but he's a black belt. And he's got some nice fancy stuff. There's the end of round 2. Just waiting for the flags now. We have 2 flags to the Turks and 1 to the Greek. So that makes the scores 2 each now. The scores are 2 each. And the audience not very happy with that decision.